Okay, we're still in the sewer ejector series. I wanted to show you one more thing I was just going over. When you're talking about single dwelling units, it says here it has to pass a 1.5 inch diameter solid. Now, don't get ribald there. And then in other than single, which would mean commercial, I guess, or these are grinder pumps too, by the way, pass a solid of 2 inches. So when you look at, it talks about full port valves in one of the wording here, where you can go look it up and find it. I saw full port. So when you bought the valve, I got this is a Spears. So out of curiosity, I took a ruler and I measured this to see what the full port was. Well, they actually call it, this is a cold water valve. And full port in 2 inch is, if you look up the definition of full port, this is Schedule 40. Wow, I didn't even know that was on there. I just happened to pick a piece up. Funny. So the inside diameter of Schedule 40, if you look down the pipe, you can see that it is smaller than the pipe. So out of curiosity, and you know me, I just got to make this series on sewer ejectors as long as possible. No, I'm not trying to do that. So I talked to the engineers at Spears. I just got the phone with them. They said that the inside diameter is 1.913 IED. There's their phone number if you want to call Spears and talk. They're very nice people. So the standard is set for Schedule 80. Now, if you look up, if you had a piece of Schedule 80 pipe, I don't have it here, the wall is much thicker, and if you put that in this cold water valve, then it will line up and have no restriction. Right now, that's a restriction that's going out to there. But they're still calling this a full port valve. So full port applies the standard to Schedule 80. That's something that I probably came across a while ago and forgotten it, like most things that I've forgotten. But I just had to do that and make this series much longer. No, just sharing it with you guys. One of the things I did in life, I was a validation engineer, so I'm kind of a geek when it comes to, you tell me a spec or something's supposed to be, and I find out it's not, I want to know why. So anyway, I just thought it was interesting to put that in our ejector series of videos. And I'm reading through here, it will say full port, and I've caught it before in the, oh, here it is, dummy. Here it is. It's right in the diagram. Full port shutoff valve. So this is the shutoff valve I'm using, but they're considering full port according to Schedule 80, and it's 1.913. So put in the comments if you have looked this up or had to put a full port valve in. So I'm now going to go down the bigger rabbit hole. I am willing to bet that the standards that are written for full port valves are actually written off of Schedule 80 and not Schedule 40. Because if you were to use domestic water, you can use Schedule 40 for domestic water feeds. I use 80. I don't use 40. I guess if the spec call for 40, you could use it. So it's strong enough to run domestic water supply through. Schedule 40 is. 80 is much more reliable. And it kind of would make sense that they would write the standard for 80 and not 40 when it comes to speaking about full port, clearances, no restriction, stuff like that. All right, let's get on with continuing the install. See you on the next one.